Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to another episode of the Cover Up Show, the show designed to demystify the personality of the Muslim woman, giving her a voice and celebrating her. I'm Rahmat Wasim, your host. Your mind is a powerful thing, which I totally agree and accept. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Take the mind as a garden. If you plant good seedlings and you water it, you nurture it, it turns out to be great. But when you put in, say, rotten seedlings, or you don't put the right fertilizers on it, you don't tender to it, you don't attend to it, what happens? You don't get any yield. That is how the mind is. Feed the mind with positive thoughts. Inspire yourself all the time. Keep telling yourself there's something good about you. You are a rare gem. Today we are having a conversation with a personality on personality profile. She started off in a communication industry as a mere secretary and ended up in banking. Rose through the ranks and she's now a cluster head. She's a mother of 3. She runs her own mentoring organization. She's no other person than Rahima Bama, my twin sister. Rahima, I said I was going to bring you back. How fast you've come back?
It's like I didn't go anywhere.
You didn't go anywhere. You're welcome to Cover Up.
Thank you.
And it's always a pleasure to have you.
Yes.
It's always exciting talking to you. No, it's not because she's my twin. No, she flows. She's a great person to have a conversation with. I mean, she understands you at a certain level. Just that she can be crazy sometimes.
That's so crazy. It's very, very good. Very, very makes life exciting.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So I said some few things about you. Tell us about yourself. Who is Rahima? I mean, you should have an identity other than being my twin sister, right?
Of course I do. Well, I'm all that you said. I think I cannot mention everything. I would just say that I am a bit of an introvert. You will not believe this, but I am. I like to keep to myself.
I do believe it.
But I'm also an extrovert. I think it depends on the situation and where I find myself. I'm somebody who I like to help. In my own small way. Sometimes it may be small to me, but usually it's big to whoever is receiving the help. I believe that everybody has something in them, a value in them that they can actually bring out to help humanity.
Yeah, principle. Allah will not create any just anything.
Exactly. Exactly. And so wherever I find myself, I do my best to nurture people to believe in themselves and accept themselves. And also believe because I received that through the kind of parents I had, the kind of siblings I have. So I like doing that a lot. I'm a go-getter. It takes a while for me to make up my mind because I like to weigh all the angles. But when I do, I'm like a Rottweiler. You can't get me off. I have to see to the bottom of it. It has to end. I have to follow it to its logical conclusion. So I was tagged the pocket lawyer at a very early age, which I'm still looking at pursuing law.
You should.
Fine. Probably after COVID. Now we don't even need the building, but is it because we don't have buildings? That's like they're always not passing people into law school. Now we don't need a building. Ghana Law School. We are coming. I like movies. I like movies and basically anything that challenge my mind. So I love reading. I discover myself and things in movies.
The stories.
I love dancing. I'm a party person. I love party. So when I come to your party, it will become a party. Yes, I bring the party after the party. I would say I'm religious, but I'm working towards being spiritual. Being spiritual is
It's deeper.
deeper, going beyond the policies and procedures and just living it.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm working towards. That is when you know you're at peace
With your maker. You started off as a secretary,
Yes.
and today you are in banking.
Yes.
What happened?
Okay. My journey started as a secretary. At a point, I was working for more than 10 people at a time, serving them. And my experience as a secretary actually has helped me to be a better banker. All the knowledge that I acquired, I was at Lentas, advertising now low, and that was my first place of employment that I always say that I was paying social security. Okay. And Lentas taught me a lot. Lentas gave me the opportunity to experience a lot of things. At one point, I acted as the company secretary.
Wow.
And sat in their board meetings. Yes, it was a small, small scale.
But the lessons.
But the lessons. I mean, I had the opportunity of having meetings with top businesses in the country, from Guinness Ghana Limited, Unilever, the likes. You know, so and you met their top management. To present advertising concepts. No, it wasn't done by me, but sitting in that meeting, it wasn't only the advertising concept that I learned, but the protocols, the learnings, and how to conduct yourself as a subordinate, as a boss, as a leader. All of those things I picked up, and it also gave me the opportunity to, in fact, I chose to work in an ad agency because I am an introvert, and I wanted to be able to learn how to communicate, especially with strangers, people that I don't know, people that I've never met. I should feel comfortable within myself to be able to approach them. But Lentas afforded me that. And coming back to, moving ahead into banking, it is those learnings that I picked up at Lentas that actually helped me in banking.
When you went into banking, you just go straight into?
No, I didn't go into.
You went in there.
I was still with the corporate communications department, so I was still doing branding and event management and protocol, travel protocol, etc. But then later on, I changed. I joined main banking, and I joined business development in personal banking, and also a business bank or small scale SME banking, which is where I still find myself currently. And those skills of being able to approach people, being able to, having confidence in yourself, and learning about your business, as in the products and services of the company you work for, and then trying to understand, or making sure you understand the customer's business, and then
the needs, and blending
the two. Because it is when you do that a big company or the bank can make money,
and also can solve the
problem of the business.
And that's how your work also grows. So in a way, we are seeing that the objectives of the business, of the company, your employers, the objectives of your clients, and your own objectives, you just have a way of should have a way of blending it and achieving all at the same time.
Because banking really is about relationship. Aside the business, aside the fact that you are giving the person a good deal in terms of probably rates and concessions and all of that, it is about relationship.
Mashallah.
Sometimes people just say, I am banking with this bank simply because
of this person.
And I'm moving my business
because this person
bank because you treated me
this way.
Better.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other bank can come chasing, giving them better concessions, and they still say that, you know what, I am staying here, I'm not moving an inch. So relationship is key.
Very key
when it comes to banking. But then you can't have a good relationship if you are not on top of your game. When I say on top of your game, you have to be knowledgeable. Okay. You have to be knowledgeable about the products. You have to be knowledgeable about the bank itself. You have to be knowledgeable about the trends, the things that are happening. For example, COVID. You should be able to determine how best you can assist your clients.
Given the products that you have.
Exactly, and be able to actually call. There was a point, at a time that was, I just told my team that when you call the customers, don't talk about business. Just find out how they are doing.
Yeah.
How are they managing? How are they? How is business? What is happening? Just talk about that. Don't talk about transactions. Don't talk about deposit. No. Just find out how they are.
Which is good. It's the way letting the customer know that the company is with you in this journey. Exactly. We are with you. And it was a good approach.
And yes, so, and during the period too, the bank is actually also donated to vulnerable people across the country. So that is what we need
at that moment. Yes. You have to tell us a little bit about your education. Okay. Yeah. So what did you study? You did banking?
I've never done banking in my life, as a course or as a program
or as a profession.
No, actually, but I have to do. In fact, I was going to do it this year, then COVID happened, but it's something that I will have to do. I did secretariatship and management studies, so I'm a management student. You can say I have mastered the ability to get things done through other people, which is the basic definition of management. Okay.
Through directing, controlling, motivation.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, but I think I have evolved to be a leader, which means that I'm able to be at the forefront and do it for people to actually see that this is how it's done and then they follow up. So I did management at second cycle level, a degree level, and my second degree are all in management. I haven't learned banking. And banking is actually one profession that you can come on board with any background, and you will still sail through.
Okay. I keep on doing but my time is running. What would you say are some of the key success factors that a young person should have in order to progress career-wise?
I will say be patient. In your patience, you develop humility, and in developing humility, you will learn. You will learn from your bosses. You will learn from your colleagues. You will learn from your subordinates. So when you learn, then you build your skills. When you give yourself the patience, it also lead to you. When you learn those skills, then you impart those skills, and imparting those skills, you create your network. Now your network will be your net worth. It is the people.
Your network will be your net worth.
Yes, because the business that we do, which is business development, is all about networking and relationship. So the more people you know, the categories of people you know, the kinds of people you know, how connected they are, where they are placed, that is your social capital. But first, you have to be patient.
Yeah.
You have to be humble. You have to learn. You have to develop your skills. And under the skills, build your confidence, not just, the technical skills, but the essential skills, like how to talk to people, how to present yourself, your personal grooming, all of those things come under the skills. Then you impart, and when you're imparting it, add your touch to it. I always say add your flair to it. It impacts. When you do that, that is when your internal customers, being your colleagues, being your bosses, being your supervisor, your subordinates, get to experience who you are in your service delivery. And then your customers too get to know who you are. When you do that, then you build your network. Banking industry is quite challenging. The biggest challenge with the industry is that society expects you to live a certain kind of life. And when you come in fresh, you have so much opportunity to live your life. But if you don't have that patience, okay, you will see your boss parking a car and you're like, I have to get one. You see somebody wearing a certain dress and you want to get that same
All
dress.
of a sudden.
Be patient.
Your time will come. The time will come.
That person has worked for 10 years.
You want to start dressing
You want to start driving the same car.
Yeah.
Some other person has worked for 5 years. You want to wear the same skirt suit as that person. You don't do that. Give yourself patience. Be patient with yourself. And then those things will come to you.
Sister Rahima, you are a Muslimah and you are a banker.
Yeah.
How has it been like? You know, your dean encourages you to have a certain identity, okay? And how is it like at in your career and where you work?
Okay. Mashallah, I haven't had any experience that challenged me that much. For where I work currently, it's in our handbook in terms of our dress code.
The dress code, okay.
You are allowed to wear your hijab and all of that. Yes, I've been in situations where I was asked to take it off before. Yes, and it was with a bank. Yes, but for my current situation, no. Rather, I see a good fit. Put fraud aside, put criminality aside, ethics. The behavior of staff is very, very key to us. So all of those things that Islam or the religion admonishes that you do or you don't do, they are in tandem with what the organization also push forward.
We saw you running the hijab is my identity campaign. I mean, how was it, and what made you join?
Well, I have a network, a mentoring network for Muslim young women. And one of the activities was that we're going to have a seminar on what the hijab is and also try to draw lines, allegiance or affiliation with other religious sects like the Christians and to actually make them understand that even hijab is in the Bible. And so when I saw the campaign, I was like, okay, I'll join this. I mean,
you could identify yourself.
I could identify myself with the campaign. So I just.
And you had Honorable Muntaka joining, and
yes,
it seemed to be a very successful.
It was powerful for me. It actually gave me a new level of learning. And Alhamdulillah, I'm grateful to Almighty Allah for the likes of Bilkis, from Bashira to Hajia.
My favorite is Mrs. Sand.
Yes, they kind of, how do I say, they kind of tapped into me and then just drew something out of me. And I'm grateful to Almighty Allah for allowing
very
me to experience that.
Very strong women, strong Muslim women, and we thank Allah for the likes. I want you to touch a little bit about your career and family life. How do you blend it? You have children? You have 3 children?
Yes.
And
I think first and foremost, I take things easy. I always say I don't like stress. And I don't like negativity. And see, motherhood is a job.
Full-time.
It's a full-time job. So if you're not doing it a full-time, it means you have to get help. So I have help at home. And in my office, my colleagues are also part of the parenting squad. There are some who actually can remind me that, 2 days' time is your son's birthday. I'm like, thank you very much. And we'll go and do the
net worth and the social
exactly.
Capital.
So they just call the person, and usually it's our customer. Call our customer. We want cake. We pay for it, and we'll pay it into your account. So you don't take the money to another bank. And within a short while,
everything gets organized.
It's done. So your children don't get to miss out and say that because my mother is a career woman, she's not there. for my recital. She's not there during our day. She's not there. She doesn't come to PTA meetings and all that. You make time.
Yeah, you
Another-
even go and you even have a position.
Yes, I'm the financial secretary or something for the parent teacher association of my children's school. Another thing is that you should, if you are the leader of a team, you should train your people. Okay, there should be a succession plan. Okay, you should be able to bring them to your level
So you can delegate.
so that you can delegate. So when you have to, excuse yourself to go and have a time with the PTA on the meeting and etc., and you call your boss and you say, I am leaving for about an hour, or I'm going to be late for an hour. The next question is, how is the business going to go? And I say, oh, I have this capable person and that's a person and that's a person, and I've asked them to do A, B, C, and D.
And you do your follow-up.
You do your follow-up. That's you supervise along the way. And as you are in the PTA meeting,
Keep
you are
checking.
checking your phone, you are sending approvals and all of that.
Get it done.
Balances.
Wow. What has been your guiding principle? I mean, you've given I asked you what for the audience earlier, but what has been your guiding principle?
I pick guidance from whoever is imparting positivity into my life. It could be Bob Marley, and I love Bob Marley. I can actually hear the beat in my head as I'm talking to you. I pick positivity from there. So yes, it has been a divine guidance, but I don't limit it. My divine guidance can come from a seedling that I put on the ground.
Or an ant.
Or an ant. I can sometimes just sit and be observing ants as they move.
And indeed, the Quran says that those who believe, they see our signs in everything around them. For me, I interpret it as picking inspiration, picking motivation from everything, from the leaf to the insect to even the wind blowing. You can learn something from it.
Another thing that I depend on is having a grateful heart, having a sense of gratitude.
Yeah.
And so the little good that I receive in my life, I'm grateful for it. And when I'm going through challenges, of course I'm a human being. I panic, I get sad, I get worried. But I still have that sense of gratitude that it could have been worse. And so whatever it is that I'm going through, with patience, with sabr, which we
sabr.
pray for, Almighty Allah will see you through. I also believe that everybody has a value. So respect people. I always say that the janitor or the cleaner is the most important person.
Look at COVID.
Is the most important person in the organization.
Yeah.
And the most important place in any environment is the washroom. So the person who does that job, for me, I show a lot of respect to. Not that I disrespect any other person, but I have this respect
maximum
for them, and I appreciate them. So largely, these are the things that.
So when you say the divine, the divinity, how exactly? What do you exactly mean? Is it like your principle about praying, or acknowledging the presence? What exactly is it?
I'm a Muslim. I believe in Allah, Almighty Allah. I believe in the oneness and the unity of Allah. I believe in His prophets. I believe in His messengers. I believe in holy books, etc. I also believe that just as our children cannot do things to a certain level all the time, so are we human beings. However, when you try and you put in an effort, Almighty Allah is not the one who is saying that I'm only looking out for results.
Yeah.
Just the effort.
Just strive.
Just striving alone is good enough. And it's like a mother watching the child trying to walk. The mother is not looking at the child starting to run, but just the effort
Just
of
sometimes
holding
maybe
on to
something
something
and standing.
standing gladdens the mother's heart, and that is how I see the relationship between myself and Almighty Allah, that I need to try. I only need to try. So sometimes when I get people, you know, in a normal setting, so you know your veil is not on well, your dress is this, you're doing that, you're not praying well. I'm like, between me and God, I know I have strived.
Yeah.
I know I have I've put in an effort, and He appreciates it.
Mashallah.
So I walk with that belief that He loved me. He loves me, sorry. And He must have loved me more. That's how I'm a Muslim.
Mashallah. Mashallah. He must have loved me more. That's how I'm a Muslim. Any advice to the young girl watching you out there?
Ooh, believe in yourself is the most easiest and yet difficult thing to do. I always say, because the reason why it's easy is because you just have to tell yourself, your mind and your heart, that I'm believing in myself, and you do. And it's the most difficult thing is that you can also easily allow other voices come into your head and your heart to tell you that you are not worthwhile. So block any thoughts that is telling you that you are not worth it, any thought that is telling you that you cannot do it, you can't achieve it, and listen to that inner voice that is encouraging you.
Yeah.
I always say that I don't like stress, I don't like negativity. Anything that will bring my spirits down, I stay away from it.
Inshallah.
Including watching horror movies. I don't watch anything that will make me feel less of myself. I don't do it.
Take yourself away from it.
No.
Mashallah. Mashallah. Sister Rahima, thank you so much. We are grateful for the time that you have spent with us. And indeed, I believe our viewers have picked a lot of golden nuggets from this. And I'm sure it will go a long way to inspire them and motivate them. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Our guest, Sister Rahima, is with Access Bank, and she's been with us for the past 20-30 minutes, and we've enjoyed her company. We close it off here, and I like to sign off with a very short one from what she said. Believe in yourself. No one can do that for you. You just have to believe in yourself. And the easiest way that you can believe in yourself is to trust that you are a creation of Allah. And He has everything and He's anything. He says be, and it is. If such a person is the one that you are relying on, if that person is the one that you've put your trust in, what are you afraid of exactly? His creation? There's no problem. Just believe in yourself and trust that He created you and you are a super amazing person and He loves you. He's closer to you more than your jugular vein. This has been with me, Rahmat Wasim, your host on Cover Up, the only show designed to demystify the personality of the Muslim woman, giving her voice and celebrating her. Jazakumullah. May Allah be with us all.